What's a domestic industry you'd like to see make a U-turn and come back to an American organization? My dad worked for a company that made parts for Ford, GM, and Chrysler. In the early 2000s, they started outsourcing to China. My dad and his coworkers had to go to China to train the workers there. They were told that the Chinese workers would only be making parts for the Asian market and that their jobs were safe. But after a few years, the Chinese workers started making parts for the American market too. My dad and his coworkers were laid off. My dad was devastated. He had worked for that company for over 20 years. He was a skilled worker, but he was in his 50s and it was hard for him to find another job. He ended up working at a grocery store for minimum wage. I remember him coming home from work exhausted and frustrated. He would say things like, "I used to make parts for cars. Now I'm stocking shelves." He died a few years ago. I think about him every time I see a car with a Made in China sticker. I wish those jobs would come back to America. I wish my dad could have kept his job. I wish he could have retired with dignity.